How can you tell if a man is truly in love and ready for a lasting commitment? This question, my friends, is as old as love itself. It's a question that has left many puzzled and in doubt, seeking answers in the labyrinth of human emotions. Love, a four-letter word, carries a universe of emotions within it. It's a cocktail of affection, care, passion, and commitment. But it's not always easy to understand, is it? It's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. It's elusive, complex, and often quite confusing. Now let's talk commitment. Commitment, a word that carries weight and an expectation of permanence. It's not just about being physically present. It's about being emotionally invested, being there through the ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, the victories and the defeats. It's about being a rock in the storm, a beacon in the night. But how do we decipher these? How do we read the signs? Well, that's where the subtle cues come in, the little things, the nuances that often go unnoticed, but speak volumes about a person's feelings and intentions. It's in the way he looks at you when you're not looking. It's in the way he listens when you talk about your day. It's in the way he holds your hand, offering you his strength and support. It's in the way he respects you, values you, cherishes you. It's in the way he makes you feel loved, safe, and cherished. But remember, love and commitment are not one size fits all. They vary from person to person, from relationship to relationship. They are as unique as the individuals involved. So it's important to understand, to observe, to read between the lines. And so, as we embark on this journey to understand love and commitment, let's remember that it's not about finding the right answers. It's about asking the right questions. It's about exploring, discovering, and understanding the intricate dance of love and commitment. So let's dive into the story of a couple and observe the signs of true love and commitment in the man's behavior. Meet Jack and Jill, a couple who have been dating for a while now. Their story is not unlike many others, a tale of two hearts intertwining in the dance of love. But what makes Jack and Jill's story special is the subtle signs Jack shows to communicate his love, his readiness for commitment. Jack, a man of few words, expresses his love not through grand gestures but through his actions. He listens. When Jill speaks, it's not just words that he hears. He hears her thoughts, her feelings, her dreams. He's there, not just physically but emotionally too, fully engaged in their conversation. He doesn't just listen to respond, but to understand, to connect deeper with Jill. Then, there's the way Jack prioritizes Jill. His actions speak louder than words. He is willing to make sacrifices for her, to ensure her happiness. He doesn't shy away from making tough decisions that put Jill's needs above his own. This is not about grand sacrifices, but the small, everyday choices that show Jill is a priority in his life. And let's not forget about Jack's consistency. His love is not a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. Instead, it's a steady stream, a constant presence. He's reliable, always there for Jill, rain or shine. He doesn't disappear when things get tough. Instead, he stands by Jill, proving his commitment through thick and thin. Jack also communicates his love through his actions. He doesn't just say he loves Jill, he shows it. Small gestures like holding her hand, cooking her favorite meal, or simply spending quality time with her. All these actions are Jack's love language. Lastly, Jack embraces Jill's individuality. He doesn't try to change her but celebrates her for who she is. He respects her boundaries, supports her ambitions, and loves her, flaws and all. This acceptance and respect for Jill's individuality is a testament to Jack's love and readiness for a lasting commitment. As we observe Jack's behavior, we notice several signs that indicate his true love for Jill and his readiness for a lasting commitment. Let's delve deeper into Jack's actions and what they signify about his feelings. One of the most telling signs of Jack's love for Jill is his consistent attention towards her. Love isn't just about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's about the small, everyday actions that show someone you care. Jack doesn't just notice Jill, he sees her. He pays attention to her moods, her interests, her dreams, and her fears. He's there for her, not just in the big moments, but in the quiet ones too. Then there's his willingness to make sacrifices for her. Love is about compromise. It's about putting someone else's needs above your own, without losing yourself in the process. Jack has shown time and again that he's willing to make sacrifices for Jill, not out of obligation, but out of love. He's willing to give up his comfort, his time, and his resources to ensure Jill's happiness. Another sign is his respect for Jill as an individual. Love isn't about possession, it's about appreciation. Jack doesn't try to change Jill or mold her into someone she's not. He respects her individuality, her autonomy, her decisions. He supports her in her endeavors and encourages her to pursue her dreams. He respects her opinions, listens to her thoughts, and values her perspective. Finally, Jack's openness about his feelings is a testament to his love for Jill. Love requires vulnerability. It's about letting someone see you at your best and your worst. Jack doesn't shy away from expressing his feelings to Jill. He tells her when he's happy, when he's upset, when he's worried. He lets Jill into his world, sharing his hopes, his fears, his dreams, and his insecurities. He's not afraid to show her his true self. These signs are clear indicators of Jack's deep love for Jill and his readiness for a long-term commitment. An essential aspect of any relationship is open and honest communication. It's the lifeblood that keeps the heart of love pumping, and without it, the heart weakens and love can fade. Let's look at our friends Jack and Jill as an example of this principle in action. Jack, being in love with Jill, doesn't shy away from expressing his thoughts and feelings. He's not a mind reader, and he doesn't expect Jill to be one either. He articulates his joys, his fears, his hopes, and his dreams. He speaks of the trivialities of his day and the monumental moments of his life. He doesn't keep his thoughts locked away as if they're buried treasure, but instead he willingly shares them with Jill, making her a partner in his mental and emotional journey. But communication isn't just about speaking, it's about listening too. Jack pays attention when Jill speaks. He doesn't just hear her words, he listens to them. He's interested in her thoughts and feelings, and he shows it by asking questions, providing feedback, and offering support. He listens with the intent to understand, not just to reply. This shows Jill that he values her perspective and cherishes her feelings. Communication also involves expressing needs and setting boundaries. Jack doesn't expect Jill to guess his needs or intrinsically know his boundaries. He communicates them clearly and, in turn, respects Jill's. This openness fosters a sense of security and mutual respect in their relationship. In all these ways, Jack's open communication illuminates his love and commitment. He's not afraid to be vulnerable, to share, and to listen, because he recognizes the importance of these elements in a healthy, loving relationship. His actions speak to a deeper sense of respect and understanding, a readiness to walk the journey of life hand in hand with Jill, through the good times and the bad. Jack's openness in communication not only shows his love for Jill, but also his readiness for a lasting commitment. It's a testament to the saying that in love and life, communication is indeed key. So what have we learned today about the signs of a man's true love and readiness for a lasting commitment? We have delved into the labyrinth of love and unraveled the subtle signs of a man who is genuinely in love and ready to commit. We have seen that love is not just about sweet words whispered at twilight, but also about actions that speak volumes. We journeyed back to the story of Jack and Jill, a classic tale that represents the everyday love story. Jack, our proverbial man in love, showed us that a man truly in love is not afraid to put his partner first. Remember how Jack consistently prioritized Jill's happiness over his own? That's a sign of a man who's not just in love, but also ready for commitment. We also saw the importance of consistency. Jack didn't just show affection during the honeymoon phase, but maintained it even when the initial sparks had faded. He was the same caring, gentle, and considerate man, day in and day out. This consistency is a telltale sign of a man who's not just passing time, but who's genuinely in love and prepared for a lasting commitment. But the story of Jack and Jill wasn't just about Jack's behavior. It also highlighted the importance of communication in understanding and interpreting these signs. Communication is not just about talking, but also about listening, understanding, and responding. It's about being open, honest, and sincere. Without communication, it's like trying to navigate a ship in the dark. You may have the best compass in the world, but without light, it's of no use. So, in a nutshell, the signs of a man's true love and readiness for commitment are not just about grand gestures and sweet words. It's about actions that show he values you, consistency in his behavior, and open and honest communication. Remember, love is complex and unique to each person. But with these signs, you can better understand if a man truly loves you and is ready for a lasting commitment.